A billionaire who lost something very important. A female construction worker found it and gave it back without knowing who he was. Why would someone that poor return something so valuable? And how did that one act change both their lives forever? Sit back and find out as we dive into the story of how a billionaire fell in love with a female construction worker who helped him in distress. Maya was only 22, but her hands told the story of someone much older. Every morning at 5 a.m., she wrapped her hair in a colorful headscarf, laced up her worn work boots, and walked to the construction site across town. While other girls her age were posting selfies and going to parties, Maya was carrying heavy bags of cement and pushing wheelbarrows under the burning sun. She never complained, not even when her back arched or her hands bled from the rough work. 3 years ago, when Maya was just 19, her world fell apart. Her parents died in a terrible car accident, leaving her alone with her twin brothers, Sam and Leo, who were only 14. No relatives came to help. No one offered them a place to stay. So Maya became everything: mom, dad, and big sister all at once. She started by selling homemade cookies on the street. When that wasn't enough money, she learned to do laundry for rich families. But even working 12 hours a day, she could barely pay rent and buy food. That's when Mr. Johnson, an old construction worker, saw her crying outside his building site one day. "You look strong," he said kindly. "Want to learn real work that pays real money?" Maya nodded without thinking twice. She was desperate now. 3 years later, she could mix concrete as well as any man twice her size. The other workers respected her. She earned enough to keep her family fed and housed in their tiny 2-room apartment, but sometimes, when she sat on the scaffolding during lunch break, she'd look at the tall glass buildings around her and whisper, "Someday, things will be different." She had no idea that someday was about to begin. Across the city lived someone completely different. Alex Rodriguez was 28 years old, incredibly rich, and surprisingly lonely. His face appeared in business magazines. His name was painted on the sides of skyscrapers. He owned 2 huge companies, one that built shopping malls in America, and another that created luxury apartments right here in the city. But Alex wasn't like other rich people. He didn't throw wild parties or buy expensive cars just to show off. He lived quietly in a simple penthouse, away from all the noise and fake friends. His mom had always told him, "Money doesn't make you better than anyone else, Alex. Treat everyone with respect, no matter what job they do or how much money they have." Alex remembered those words every day. The problem was finding someone real to share his life with. Every woman who asked him out seemed more interested in his bank account than his personality. They laughed too loud at his jokes, complimented his expensive clothes, and always suggested going to the most expensive restaurants in town. "I just want someone genuine," he told his best friend Marcus one day. "Someone who would like me even if I had nothing." "Good luck with that," Marcus laughed. "Everyone knows you're loaded." But Alex refused to give up hope. Somewhere out there was a person who cared more about kindness than cash. He just had to find her. After living in New York for 5 years building his American business, Alex decided to come home for a vacation. He wanted 2 quiet months to rest, check on his properties, and remember what normal life felt like. On a sunny Tuesday morning, Alex woke up feeling free. He threw on a plain gray t-shirt, old jeans, and a baseball cap. No fancy suit, no flashy sports car, just him and his regular black SUV. "Today I'm just a regular guy," he said to himself as he grabbed his keys. He drove to Golden Plaza, a small shopping center near one of his building projects. Inside, he bought some snacks, an energy drink, toothpaste, and phone chargers. The cashier, a friendly middle-aged woman, smiled as he paid. Alex smiled back, tucked his thick black wallet into his back pocket, and walked outside feeling relaxed and happy. He had no idea his wallet had slipped out and fallen onto the parking lot pavement. That same morning, Maya was running late for work. She had overslept after staying up all night helping Sam with his math homework. Feeling hungry, she decided to quickly stop at Golden Plaza to buy a breakfast sandwich and orange juice. She counted her money twice. She only had enough for the cheapest items, but that was okay. She was used to making every dollar count. After buying her food, Maya walked toward the bus stop. But something shiny caught her eye near the parking spaces. A wallet. A really nice leather wallet. Maya looked around. The parking lot was empty except for a few cars. No one was searching for anything or looking worried. She picked up the wallet carefully and opened it. Her eyes went wide. Inside were credit cards with foreign bank names, an American driver's license, business cards, and more cash than she'd ever seen in one place, at least $1,500. "Oh my goodness," Maya whispered. "Someone is going to be so worried." She looked at one of the business cards. Alex Rodriguez, CEO, Rodriguez Real Estate International. Maya tried calling the phone number on the card, but it was an international number that wouldn't connect from her basic phone. For just a moment, she thought about what that money could do for her family. It could pay their rent for 3 months. It could buy Sam and Leo new school clothes. It could fix the leak in their roof. But the thought lasted only a second. "No," she said firmly. "This isn't mine." Maya walked back into Golden Plaza and went straight to the security guard, a big friendly man named Officer Williams. "Excuse me," she said. "I found this wallet outside. Someone dropped it." Officer Williams looked surprised. "You found this much money and you're returning it?" "Of course," Maya said simply. "It doesn't belong to me." "What's your name, miss? In case the owner wants to thank you." Maya shook her head. "That's not necessary. Just make sure he gets it back safely." She handed over the wallet and walked away, never imagining how that one decision would change her entire life. 20 minutes later, Alex pulled into a gas station. The teenage attendant walked over with a smile. "Fill it up?" the boy asked. "Yes please," Alex said. "I'll pay with my card." "Sure thing. Can you pay first? Sometimes our card machine acts up." "No problem." Alex reached into his back pocket for his wallet. Nothing. He checked his other pocket. Still nothing. He frantically searched his car, the dashboard, between the seats, his backpack. The wallet was gone. Alex's heart started racing. That wallet contained everything important: his American ID, business credit cards, contacts for major deals, and cash he needed for the week. "I'll be right back," he told the confused gas station attendant, jumping into his car. He sped back to Golden Plaza, praying the wallet was still there. As he pulled into the parking lot, he searched every inch of the area where he'd parked. Nothing. Panicking now, Alex ran into the store. "Excuse me," he said to the cashier. "I was here about an hour ago. Did anyone turn in a lost wallet?" The woman looked at him carefully. "You bought snacks and a drink, right? Wore a gray shirt." "Yes, that's me." She smiled. "You're lucky. A young lady found your wallet and gave it to security." Alex felt his knees go weak with relief. "Thank God. Where is she? I need to thank her." She didn't wait around. Just dropped it off and left. Officer Williams came over with the wallet. "Are you Alex Rodriguez?" he asked, checking the ID. "Yes, sir." Alex opened his wallet slowly. Everything was there, every card, every dollar, even some old receipts he'd forgotten about. "The lady who found this," Alex said urgently. "What did she look like? Did she leave a name or number?" "Young woman, maybe early 20s. Wore clothes, seemed like she was heading to a job. But she didn't want any thanks or reward. Just said to make sure you got it back." Alex couldn't believe it. She didn't take anything. Not even a small reward. "Not a penny," Officer Williams said. "Pretty rare these days." Alex pulled out a piece of paper and wrote down his phone number. "If she ever comes back here, please give her this. Tell her to call me. I really need to thank her properly." That night, Alex couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about the honest woman who could have changed her life with the money in his wallet, but chose to do the right thing instead. "She's special," he whispered to the ceiling. "Really special." For 3 weeks, Alex couldn't stop thinking about the mystery woman. He found himself driving by Golden Plaza hoping to spot her. He even asked Officer Williams if she'd come back. "Not yet," the security guard would say each time. "But I've got your number ready." Maya, meanwhile, had completely forgotten about the wallet incident. Work was extra hard lately. They were building a new office complex and the deadline was tight. She worked 10-hour days and came home exhausted, but her family was doing better. Sam and Leo were both doing well in school, and they'd saved enough money to buy a small used TV for their apartment. "Life is good," Maya told herself as she walked to Golden Plaza one Saturday morning. She'd saved enough to buy ingredients for a special dinner, the first time in months they'd have met with their rice. As Maya pushed a shopping cart through the store, she heard someone calling. Miss. She turned around. It was the same cashier from weeks ago. "I remember you," the woman said excitedly. "You're the one who returned that wallet." Maya nodded, smiling. "Oh yes, that's right. The owner left his phone number. He really wants to thank you." The cashier handed her a folded piece of paper. Maya's heart skipped. She hadn't expected this. "Thank you," she said softly. She finished her shopping with the paper clutched in her hand, already planning what she'd say when she called, but when Maya got home, she was so tired that she just put her shopping bags in the kitchen and went to help Leo with his homework. Later, while Maya was cooking dinner, Leo decided to be helpful by unpacking the groceries and throwing away all the shopping bags, including the one with Alex's phone number inside. By the time Maya remembered the paper the next morning, it was too late. The garbage truck had already come. Maya sat on her front step and cried. Not just because of the lost number, but because it felt like life was playing tricks on her again. "If it's meant to happen, it will happen another way," she whispered, wiping her eyes. 2 weeks later, Maya's neighbor Mrs. Chen knocked on their door early Saturday morning. "There's a big community event at the town hall," she said excitedly. "A rich company is giving away free food, books, and supplies. You should take the boys." Maya was tired from working 6 days straight, but free food meant she could save money for other things. "Okay, let's go." The event was amazing. Volunteers handed out bags of rice, canned food, school supplies, and cold drinks. Sam and Leo were thrilled. They each got new backpacks and notebooks for school. As Maya waited in line for bottled water, she noticed a familiar face behind the refreshment table. It was the cashier from Golden Plaza. Their eyes met and the woman's face lit up. "You, the honest lady." Maya smiled and walked over. "Hello again. I can't believe you're here," the cashier whispered excitedly. "The man whose wallet you found. He's the one paying for this whole event." Maya felt her heart stop. "What? He's here right now." The cashier pointed toward a black SUV parked at the edge of the field. "That's him in that car. Let me go tell him you're here." Before Maya could say no, the woman was already walking toward the SUV. Maya watched nervously as the cashier knocked on the car window and pointed in her direction. A moment later, the car door opened. Out stepped a tall man in a simple white t-shirt and jeans. Even from a distance, Maya could tell he was handsome. He looked in her direction, said something to the cashier, then started walking over. Maya's hands began to shake. When Alex reached her, he stopped and smiled the warmest smile she'd ever seen. "Finally," he said gently. "I've been looking for you everywhere." Maya felt her cheeks get hot. "Hi," she said shyly. "What's your name?" "I'm Maya." Alex shook his head in amazement. "Maya, you have no idea how long I've been hoping to find you. What you did, returning my wallet without taking anything, It showed me that good people still exist. Maya looked down at her worn shoes. I just did what anyone should do. But that's where you're wrong, Alex said kindly. Not everyone would have done that. Most people would have kept the money and thrown away the wallet. He pulled out his phone. Can I please have your number this time? I don't want to lose track of you again. With trembling fingers, Maya typed in her number. Alex immediately called it so she could save his contact information. Please call me later tonight, he said. I'd love to take you out for coffee sometime. Just to say thank you properly. Before leaving, Alex went back to his car and returned with a white envelope. This is just a small thank you, he said, handing it to Maya. For groceries or whatever you need. Maya felt tears in her eyes. You don't have to, I want to, Alex interrupted gently. Please take it. Maya accepted the envelope and held it carefully. Thank you so much. God bless you. As Alex walked away, Maya felt like she was floating. She couldn't wait to get home and call him, but as she'd learned many times before, life had one more trick to play. The community event was across town from where Maya lived. To get home, she had to take 2 different buses, first to the city center, then another to her neighborhood. The first bus was completely packed. Maya squeezed into a tiny space near the back, holding her bag of groceries on her lap and Alex's envelope safely tucked inside her purse. 15 minutes into the ride, Maya realized she needed to check something in her purse. She carefully placed her phone on her lap and opened her bag to make sure the envelope was still there. It was when the bus reached the transfer station, the driver shouted, "Everyone off. This bus terminates here." In the rush of people pushing to get off, Maya grabbed her purse, her groceries, and hurried toward the door. But in all the chaos, she forgot one thing. Her phone was still sitting on the seat. By the time Maya realized what happened, she was standing at the bus stop watching her phone disappear down the street inside the bus. She wanted to scream. Instead, Maya sat down on a bench and laughed. Not happy laughter, the kind of laughter that comes when life becomes too ridiculous to cry about anymore. Okay, universe, she said out loud. What's the lesson here? But deep in her heart, Maya knew this story wasn't over. Alex had found her twice now when it seemed impossible. Maybe, just maybe, he'd find her a 3rd time. Or maybe it was her turn to find him. After all, she knew his name now. And she knew he cared about helping people in the community. Maya stood up, adjusted her headscarf, and smiled. If he's worth it, I'll figure out another way, she said to herself. And for the first time in years, Maya felt like her life was about to become an adventure.